everybody, and welcome back to another Avanti Spotlight. And I have two amazing people with me here today. Two of my favorites from our last showcase, Mr. Willie, as I call him, my Uncle Willie.
Oh man,
And
pleasure to be here.
then we have the amazing and talented from two showcases ago, Yazan. How are you doing, Yazan?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I am doing amazing. So we're gonna break this down a little bit. We're gonna start really easy. We want you guys to go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us why you started to get into entertainment. What made you have that itch to do it, and what made you follow through with committing yourself to doing it? I'll start with you, Willie.
As for me, I've always loved to perform. As a as a child, well, as a kid, I was involved in my church, so I played the bass, the drums, and I've always liked being on stage. I love acting, performing for people. As I got older, I just realized that we have minor setbacks, whether it's because of family issues or just life happens, and it kind of sets us back sometimes from what we really want to do. But I feel like now is the time for me to do what I truly am passionate for, and that's modeling, acting, and obviously performing.
Amazing, thank you. And Yazan, how about you?
For me, uh, I'm I've always wanted to be a model, and I've always wanted to have my own platform because I've always been about helping others find that like confidence in themselves, and I never had that confidence in myself. But then eventually, I started going to the gym and playing basketball and blah blah blah, etc. And I kind of built my own confidence like within myself. So I'm not too sure. I just kind of built by itself like a little mountain of just confidence and wanting others to experience that same like inner strength and just being you.
See, because I remember in the beginning, I could see the shyness. You considered yourself shy when we met, right?
Yeah.
And you've gotten out of that a lot because you definitely started to talk more during that. And that can be a battle for some people. So, one of the things we always ask about is when you decided to pursue this journey, was there any time that either because of life circumstances or just the difficulty of doing it where you thought about stopping or wanted to stop? And if you did, what motivated you to push through and continue to do it?
As for me, I think you get tired of the same thing, same results. Uh, I would say just seeing someone else in a position that you want. Often people get uh, they get what's the word? They get intimidated or they get jealous at the fact. But as I as I started getting older, you start asking questions like, how did he do it? I can get there. So I think for me, a setback is more of a get back. And it depends how you view your tribulations. Because sometimes they can push you down, but how long are you gonna let them hold you back? And and how soon can you set yourself free and say, you know what, this happened to me because now it's a new chapter that's upon uh, that's upon me. So you have to view it. It starts with you. You got to be tired of the same results and wanting something new, something fresh.
Great words. Yazan, how about you?
Yeah, I agree with Willie. A lot
Oh, Yazan, your audio cut out.
of
There we go. Go try it again. There we go. It's going in and out. Uh-oh. I feel like you had something very important to say too.
I did.
It'll come. It'll come.
Yeah, it'll
Uh,
come.
I agree with Willie.
Here we
A
go.
lot of people do get demotivated seeing other people living like their dream, but and I also agree with what he said that is there's no such thing as a step back. It's all just steps forward, and being successful is like a ladder. There's always another step, always, always, no matter what. And I think, let me ask you your question now. I've never really been demotivated, honestly, but I have been to a point where it's like I'm not going anywhere. And to how I got back into that motivation sense was my brother Angelo. Actually, he would always just tell me like, "Hey, what happened with modeling?" Blah blah blah, and he'd keep asking me like, "What happened? What happened? What happened?" And then I never had an answer. It just like I just stopped. Like I just kind of like gave up within myself. So keep him like continuously asking me like, "Hey, what happened? What happened?" It kind of just brought that like fire, like energy back to wanting to continue modeling.
Yeah, because we always talk about this. This business requires a lot of patience. I know a lot of people think it just happens overnight, or they'll just, they go do something, and next thing you know, they should be getting an Oscar next to Meryl Streep. And that's kind of not how it works. And so you two have both experienced that and talked about that. What was your favorite part of the process, Willie?
Uh, Showcase weekend or
Or just leading up to it? We're gonna get to showcase weekend. You could talk about how much
uh,
I enjoyed you.
yeah,
But,
for me, yeah, for me, just hearing stories, like similar stories, and the background of all our fellow talents that from the showcase, uh, preps we would have, just hearing their stories and knowing that I can relate to them because we all have, we're anxious, we're nervous about life at times, so we all can relate in that aspect. So when you relate to someone, you can actually unite and kind of gain that power together to want to just strive together. So with my fellow other talents, I was able to build these relationships and actually realize that we're all in this together. We're trying to get ourselves better. We want to be better. So that just that made the process of the classes, and it made it that much easier to undergo. And I just love the unity that we all had. So that made the process less, uh, you know, excruciating.
less
I felt
cumbersome.
comfortable. I felt comfortable after every month that we had a class. I knew that I could do this. I can get better, and which I did.
What about you, Yazan?
Um, the question was my favorite part of the journey, right?
Yes, before showcase, prior, because I know Willie, like what you talked about, we talk about a lot when you're meeting so many different people from so many different places that have so many different things to offer and have so many different things going on. And you're watching that, and then you're doing this thing where you're evolving something over months and months and months. And we'll get into how that plays into your regular life when we spotlight you. But yeah, Izan, what was your favorite part about the process prior to showcase weekend?
My favorite part of the process was probably climbing like every step. Like for example, every meeting was like another step. For example, and there's nothing in particular, but every meeting I gained more and more confidence, and I got to know more about the other talents, my groups. So it was kind of cool seeing them show off their vulnerabilities in a way.
Hmm.
It allowed me to, kind of like show mine and like be okay with it. It was like little like unity, as Willie said. So yeah, I appreciate that too.
Oh, cool. And here's the cool part, but you can't say me. Well, you can say me if you want, but I normally say can't say me. Did you have a favorite coach? And if you
Of course.
and what difference did they make to you? Go ahead, Willie. Since you blurted
I
that
don't know. This
out.
is a tough one. There's a tough one. I think it starts. His name starts with a little J, with the letter J. He,
Jackson?
yeah. No,
Oh,
JOHN.
me.
The
All right.
one and only Mr. John. Yeah.
I'll let you use me. Go ahead.
From day one, he made everyone comfortable because he's very humorous, and he made the process fun and it wasn't robotic. And then you know you would always throw in examples of your life and how you got here. So it gave us hopes to it gives us hope to know that we can get to that next level like you did, you know.
Awesome. What about you, Yazan? Did you ever? Thank you for that, Willie.
You're
I
welcome.
can also be mean.
Yeah, but it's yeah, two sides. You got yeah, it's you're
Right.
human, so that's fine.
Yazan, go. We have Wayne Reagan says, I agree, John all the way. Oh, Wayne, quit sucking up, Wayne. Get out of here. All right, Yazan, what about you?
No, yeah, I can't lie. It would have to be you for sure because you were probably, in my opinion, the only coach who was act- like, as he said, you would use like our like life experiences in your examples. So that was also really cool. And you are like you're really funny. Like at the show, for example, and when you told everyone, I say a story like every day to people who ask me about the showcase. It was the second day when like we all needed makeup and our hair done, and you said out loud, "If you need your hair done, you can go, but unless you're Yazan with perfect curls, then you can stay down." That just uh,
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but that sounds like something I would say.
oh
Uh,
yeah,
Yeah.
so we talked about the not the protest. I'm sorry. We talked about
Oh,
the
it's
process
did I
and
miss that?
the coach that you enjoyed the most. What about the showcase weekend? I always like to start with expectations versus what you actually went through. And now you both were in two different showcases, so a couple little different things happened. Like Yazan, they got to do a beach shoot. You know,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
they got to do a beach shoot. So, um, tell me about Showcase Weekend, your experience there, expectations versus what you actually did.
It's- expectations were I felt like it was going to be really really organized and everyone just like was going to be on you.
Mhm.
But when I got there, uh, that the derby room, that thing was like a sauna. So that was hard being in that room the first day. That thing was hot. So yeah, that made me break out in a sweat and made me kind of nervous. But once I was there after a couple of hours. Um, I felt comfortable because we were all nervous, we were all kind of shy, things like that. But then we just broke out of our shell, and the rest was was history from the improv. That was fun, and just working with the parents of of everyone's of all the talent there. You know, they also participated, so that was fun. So I would have to say that improv was my favorite part, and going to that second room after it was nice and fresh. That room made a difference.
Yeah,
The
that
room made a
A
difference.
look, that AC went out, and what do they always say? The show must go on, right?
Yeah, the show goes out. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
we can't stop the show because the AC went out. And that was the thing. It's like when someone's complaining, what do you say? We're all experiencing this together,
Yeah, hey,
right?
you're not the only one. So just cut it out. Yeah, cut it out. Definitely.
Oh man, what about you, Yazam? What did you enjoy the most during Showcase Weekend?
What I enjoy most? Hmm. I probably enjoyed the time when me and Marwan went on stage for the what was it? We had to like dance while reciting our uh,
Oh yeah, that's right. So every time I do a showcase, I try to do something that I haven't done before, and I don't map out those things that you guys are doing in your acting workshop. They just kind of fly. And
Yeah.
so, Willie, I made them dance while trying to perform their, their elevator pitch. It was kind of hilarious, but
oh
Oh
yeah.
shoot.
it was really well. Yeah, and I made it a little competition, so that was fun. Uh, what is the most you and you guys can say it? What is? Thank you, Shanika Nichols, that said it was amazing. Thank you. Shanika was in the showcase with Willie. You remember her? You both were top performers. There
Passion
you go.
fruit, team. There you
Passion
go.
fruit. All right. You can go ahead and say because I want to know what was the most annoying thing about me that weekend.
The most annoying thing would be me telling you don't eat McDonald's and you just didn't listen to me and you kept eating McDonald's.
I got it. You look,
Yeah.
listen. It was hard. It was a struggle, but
No, no, it's fine. The most annoying thing I think sometimes is just kind of waiting for the next event, the next thing that we're gonna do.
from me though, from me,
From you,
yeah.
you wouldn't. You would probably we would tell you something and then you'll probably be we'd have to repeat it because you just forgot what we said and you. So we had to repeat it to you like 3 times before you like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll go do that next. So that's all.
I love that that's by design and no one gets it. I love that that's by design. I try to frustrate. Yazan, what was the most annoying thing about me that weekend? I know you got something.
The most annoying thing about you was probably just making me wake up at 5 a.m. 3 days in a
Oh
row
man.
and drive 2 hours. No, that was crazy for sure.
Oh yeah,
But
'cause you guys had like they were complaining. They had every day of theirs was early. You know how you guys came in like 2 p.m. on Friday?
10 a.m. Saturday. That was beautiful. I mean,
These guys were up like 5 a.m. every morning.
oh
So
man, that's
that
yeah,
was,
that's crucial. That's
that was
but they did it. They got through it. They did it. Um, so outside of entertainment, what are we doing? Like, what's something we can spotlight you for? You own your own business. You're an artist. You're a guitarist. Willie, I think I already know what you're doing. You're a professional bodybuilder. Am I getting that incorrect?
uh almost almost professional, but I am working on getting my own gym this year, and I have a nice uh, community of people that I help around my city as far as fitness goes, and uh, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for bringing my own gym pretty soon. I'm excited for what's to happen with Avanti as well, and I'm also doing my third show hopefully in December. Um, I'm looking to doing my third classic physique show for for bodybuilding. So I'm excited about all those things happening soon.
Nice. And you've placed pretty high before. I think you told me. What's the highest you've placed in these competitions?
I placed first place for my division as far as the people in my height, the 6 footers. I was placed first, but the overall is everyone from 5'2" to 6'5". After you win your uh, your division, you got to compete against everyone. So I got second place in both, but I'm happy with the results. But now it's
Right.
about placing first overall and in my class. So
I mean,
I'm
that's
excited
good.
about the challenge.
I mean, that's great. When you started that journey, is that what you saw yourself as placing?
No, I actually thought I was gonna place maybe third or fourth, but I just knew certain muscles that I had were popping more than others, especially in the legs, because a lot of guys don't like to train legs, so I had the upper hand when it came to that. So I like training my legs just as much as training my chest and my arms. So
Hey, you leave us leg day skippers alone. That every
yeah,
time I
you
have
damn
leg day,
skippers.
yeah, that's my. It could be 2 drops of rain outside. I'm like, it's raining. I'm
That's
ready
your
for
that's your.
leg day.
I'm gonna stay home today. Yeah. So,
What about
but
you, Yazan? What are we passionate about outside of entertainment? Anything special out there we're doing?
my number one passion is the gym, but I'm not a classic physique guy yet, just yet.
yeah,
But
you can if
that's
you want.
bro, congrats on all that for sure.
Thank you.
But my biggest passion is just the gym. I don't do anything. I just go to the gym and I work at the gym. But I also do I guess I do e on Amazon and Etsy. But my biggest passion is for sure the gym for sure. I would love to have a like a platform where I could just help others in the gym, like just because I
Yeah.
really going to the gym will change your life, like confidence, better thinking. Like I think the gym helps you in every single aspect of life. Every
Stress reliever.
And I'm gonna help you help other people, and that's the way it goes. So if I can help you, bro, I'm gonna help you out. We'll
no, yeah,
link up. So.
Nah, Willie, I'm coming to that gym when it opens. I promise.
I appreciate that,
I
bro. It's gonna
promise.
happen.
Oh, yeah. If Yazan says he's doing it, he's gonna do it. So only two
Yeah.
things about the gym. I you always have to wait if you're an avid gym person after January starts. You got to get all the New Year's people cleared out by March. They usually start dwindling down and they
Yeah,
get out of the way.
we call those the resolutionists.
Yeah.
They're there for like 2 months, 2 months and a half, and then they just split. They just
Hey,
disappear.
they help a lot of gyms make their quota for the year.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah.
And
So
then we
I
help.
need them. We all need those people.
You know what has become, and I don't want to say this in a bad way because I know there's a lot of people that are influencers and that video in the gym to help people. But now I go to the gym in my apartment complex because I used to go to the gym down the street and it seemed like everyone's filming and in the way.
Yeah,
And
it's gotten out of hand now too. Yeah, definitely.
yeah, cool, cool, cool. All right, so here's my question I'm going to ask you guys. Well, not my question. Here's a segment that I like that we do where we spotlight you. And I would just like you to take the time to give kind of your motivational tips for anyone out there who's trying to pursue a career in this industry. For those Avanti talent who are currently in Avanti, who haven't gone to a showcase yet, just kind of motivate them. And here's your time. I'll start with you, Willie.
Number one thing is don't be scared to fail because we all fail. We need to in order to experience success, you have to experience failure. So because when the success happens, you're gonna appreciate it that much more. Secondly, when you're on stage, don't think the whole world's pointing their fingers at you, making fun of you. They're actually saying, "Wow, he's up there. How's he doing it? I can't do that." So you got to also put yourself in the audience shoes because they're not going to judge you. They're not pointing fingers. They're actually commending you because you're doing something that's brave. Going up on stage, memorizing something, or actually acting something out. That takes a lot of guts. So don't feel like when you're up on stage that the whole world's pointing fingers at you. They're actually commending you because they appreciate what you're doing. What you're doing is an art. So whatever art you love, you just make sure you're making that the best out of it, so that transcends to the audience or whoever's watching it. So those are my tips and advice.
My advice would probably just be. Can you hear me at all? I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but my advice would be don't be scared to go on that stage and talk. That was probably my biggest fear, at least, and I could probably say that on behalf of everyone else. Don't be scared to talk on stage. No one's making fun of you, and if they're making fun of you, they're in the audience. You're the one on stage, so it shouldn't bother you at all, in my opinion. Like, because fear is really just an illusion at the end of the day, and if you want it to get to you, then let it get to you. But yeah, don't mind the audience. Like, act like they're not there. And everyone in the audience is a supporter. At the end of the day, they're all supporting you on that stage. No one's there just making fun of you, laughing, or anything like that. But yeah, that's all I would have to say.
You darn right I agree. You guys both had some tremendous things to say that'll help out a lot of people who are in it. And again, emphasizing that the journey is not. If it was easy, everyone would do it, right?
For sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm gonna move my chair up a little because I don't like how Yazan looks bigger than me. So I'm gonna move my chair up. I just realized he's got me over here looking small.
Come
Oh,
on, bro. He's dwarfing you, bro. What's going on? He's dwarfing
no, no, no. It's the McDonald's, right? You
you.
guys can blame Jennifer on that.
Yeah.
So we've got some. Let's see. Wayne Reagan says, "Stay true to yourself and never give up." Wayne's from your showcase there, is on.
Yeah, I remember when firefighter.
Tequila says, remember I called him Bruce Wayne. Um, Tequila says, "Be the best you can be." Is that she's trying to get people in the army? be all that you could be. So, where do you see yourself? Um, Not only where do you see yourself, where are you going to go where it first hits you that I'm a success in what I'm trying to do?
You're saying when am I going to feel that
Yeah,
success?
you feel that now, or what does that look like for you? What does success look like for you?
Man, success for me just feels like everyone around me is telling me, "Hey, doing a great job. I see you pushing yourself." And not only that, what I'm doing just inspires the people around me. I think that's when you know you're actually successful because the people around you are becoming motivated to try something new. But so as far as money wise, I don't know. Some people are happy when they're making a million a year. Some people are happy when they're making 500K. So I don't think it depends on the money. I think it's just on you waking up knowing that you gave it your best in whatever audition you did, and you know that if that one doesn't work, you got one lined up the following week, and then the following week. That's when I know you're successful. So yeah,
Go ahead, Yazan. You're about to say something?
Yeah. Me personally, when it comes to being successful, I don't know. It's kind of just as Willie said, when the people around you are in a way complimenting your footsteps in a way or admiring your footsteps. But we say feeling successful, I, hmm, that's the way. I'm not when I, but wow, if I had to say something, I would say the people around me who I care about the most are I know, but I care, you know, like I want people around me to be successful. So that's what
Oh, Yazan, your audio went out again. So
oh man,
I got the gist of what you're saying, and the important thing that you, Yazan, were talking about, and Willie, you talked about it earlier, was find a good support system, right? You got to always
yeah,
have a good support system, people that are there to encourage what you want to do and not deter you from what you want to do. The naysayers, the why are you doing that? You can't do that. And I know, Yazan, you were talking about your brother was a great motivator for you. Um, Willie, your guest that you had was you. She was motivating you the whole time. And so you guys have really good support systems. So that's always good. You're going to receive a special award in the mail. It's our Avanti Talent Spotlight Award. You'll receive it in your email. Thank
thank
you
you.
both for being on here and sharing your journey and some positives for people to embrace and kind of use for themselves. I always just like motivating, and both of you both talked about the same thing. You're both talking about helping others, not just wanting to do something for yourself, which is commendable for both of you. So I enjoyed this interview with you. You didn't make as much fun of me as I thought you would, so that's okay. And you are now Avanti alumni and family. So anytime you guys need something, you know where to find us. And everybody from Yazan and Willie, we're gonna tell you guys to have a great weekend and catch us
Thank you
on
all for
the next
tuning in. Thank you,
spot.
John. I will see you soon. Yazan, stay in touch. I got
100%.
you.
Yep, and Shanika, she's gonna be on a spotlight soon. She just doesn't know it yet. Oh, now she knows it.
Oh,
So we'll get her up here. So you make sure you're watching, Willie.
I will. I will.
All right, guys. Everybody enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you on the next Avanti Talent Spotlight.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.